Why do you think real estate agents do have a bad rap?
Some of them deserve it. Some of them do.
Okay.
You know, I mean, there are a lot of promises that are made that aren't delivered. Yeah. And, you know, I think that the problem is when you're working with money, you tend to see the worst side of people sometimes, you know. And I always say to people, there's good greedy and then there's bad greedy. Oh. And I think good greedy, you know, everyone wants the most for their house. Everybody wants to earn lots of money and, you know, be successful and whatever. But what I do say to people that are coming to me wanting to go into the industry is get into it for the right reasons. If you love houses, if you love property, if you want to do a good job for people, fantastic, because this is a great industry for you. And you can learn so much. You meet heads of industry. It's a fantastic opportunity to learn. If you are in it to drive a shiny car, wear a fabulous suit, and basically just talk the talk, this is not for you. Unfortunately, you get the cowboys, but you get the cowboys in any industry.
Sydney columnist Ros Raines wrote an article about you and some of the other eastern suburbs real estate agents that are women and called the industry very cutthroat and bitchy. Is that your experience, and how do you cope with the competitive nature of the industry in the east?
I don't choose to buy into that side of it. I've always had the saying, if you're looking behind you, you're looking the wrong way. I want to look forward. I want to look after my clients. I want to look after my reputation. So I don't worry so much what people are saying. I don't worry so much what people are doing. I've just never bought into it. And I understand that some people can see it as that. I never have.
You once said that you think that women make better real estate agents than men. Why is that?
I might be a little bit biased. But I think that we're more empathetic. I think that we listen better. I think that we overcome objections better because we listen more.
You must have had some clients from hell. How do you handle them?
Patience. Most time, difficult clients just need to be listened to. They get their backs up because they feel you're not listening to them and their needs. Sometimes it's about price, and that's always a difficult conversation. Yeah. But if you've got a good relationship with them where they trust that you've got their best interests at heart and you're not doing the real estate agent thing, they will come around. And that's part of the challenge as well, not to rush people. You've got to remember it's a really big decision. You're selling your family home. That's your biggest tax-free asset, most likely. And this is where you lay your head. This is where your children have grown up. For me to come in and say, you must do this in my time frame, that's not listening to your needs. So it's not about me, it's about how I can work with what you need to get you to where you need to go.
And tell me, what's been your career highlight?
You know, I have to say that when I win a listing, that's always a highlight for me, because it means that you've chosen me to represent you. And it sounds really corny, but it's really how I feel. I get a real buzz out of that. And 23 years later, I still get a buzz out of that.
Do you only sell very high-end houses, or if I came to you with my place in Coogee, would you be able to sell it for me?
I would sell it in a heartbeat. When I first started, I remember one of the first sales I made as well was an apartment in Kahlua Street in Bondi. It was subterranean. I made our auctioneer come and visit because I was so excited about it. I said, you have to see this place before you auction. You need to know what I'm selling. And, you know, those people have been clients of mine now for 20 years. They've transacted 5 or 6 or 7 times, and now they own a house worth $5 or $6 million. So I don't think you can say, well, no, I'm too big for this, because today's clients are tomorrow's clients, and 10 years from now clients as well.
Okay, Delene, this is one of your newest listings.
Yes, it is.
Let's take a look inside.
Fantastic. Let's go. So this is, welcome, 1 Greyland Place in Vaucluse. Quite a spectacular house, actually. It's on about 765 square metres of land. Gorgeous, gorgeous views. All the living's on one level. Bedrooms upstairs. It kind of, all the rooms are centred around the view. One of the best streets in Vaucluse. It's a cul-de-sac. The house is not lived in as present. We've got expat owners. But basically we've got formal lounge, formal dining, nicely appointed kitchen, and then beautiful conservatory out the back that leads to the level garden. So it's ideal for a family. We've also got a lot of executives interested that want low maintenance living, and of course you've got spectacular views of the best harbour in the world.
So what kind of price are we talking about for a place like
Over
this?
7.
Okay.
Over 7, yes.
And are there plenty of buyers in that kind of market?
Tons.
Really?
Tons. To get something that was on substantial land, that's level as well, that has got a view from pretty much every room, it's pretty hard to get. I've sold a few of the houses around here, and a lot of them are knockdown rebuilds. Sold for $8-9 million. So to be able to get this parcel of land at this kind of number is pretty good.
Wow.
What happens is when you come in through the front gate, it just closes behind you, so it's like an estate.
It's very private.
Very private. We dressed this up for sale because the owners are absentee.
Yep.
But what people love about this is that once you're in, the kids can run around, they're contained. For the executives that are looking at this as well with older families, what they love is that there's not too much maintenance.
Yep.
You can lock up and go if you need to. All the entertaining areas are vast, so it's great for formal and informal entertaining. And it's just a great family home. Yeah.
Do you think the panic about foreign investment in our property market is a bit hysterical, or is it something that we should really be worried about?
Look, I don't think we should be hysterical about it. I think that a lot of the people that are buying, I'm finding they've been living here for a while. A lot of people ask me, the first question they ask me, are there Chinese buyers interested? And Chinese buyers and Chinese buyers, you have people that have been living here for a long time. They happen to be Chinese, they happen to be buying property, and they happen to be trading like everybody else from their home to another home. So I don't think there should be as much hysteria. And I can only speak from working in the eastern suburbs for the last sort of 23 years. I don't think there should be as much hysteria as there is.
And just finally, did the prices paid for Sydney real estate in the eastern suburbs ever shock you?
Shock me? No, they delight me.